Yo, what is up guys? It's Pedro here, and in today's video, I'll be giving you guys a major Washington Commanders salary cap update for this 2025 NFL season. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and that notification bell as well so you never miss a video. So the Washington Commanders, their season is over unfortunately, but it ended up a lot better than almost anyone could have ever imagined before the season started. They went to the NFC Championship, and yeah, they got killed in the game, but at points it was close and just some bad plays. We don't have to rehash the game. We know what happened. The Eagles are the better team, and they're in the Super Bowl for a reason. But Commanders, guess what? Unlike the Eagles, they have a lot of cap space. They have right now $86 million in cap space. You look at the other NFC East teams, the next highest is the Giants with 43. So the Commanders literally have double what the Giants have. And then the next is the Eagles, who have 18. So the Commanders have a lot more than the Eagles. And the Cowboys are $3 million over the cap. So the Commanders are in a really good spot cap wise right now. The only thing is you look at a lot of their players or a lot of these teams, and some of these teams have 55 guys under contract, 54. Commanders have 34, which I don't know why that's popping up. Out of all the teams, that's the lowest, I believe. Yeah, that's the lowest. So they have a lot of guys to resign, but they can fill those with a bunch of guys with draft picks. So I don't think it's a big deal at all. But then if you want to look and go to the Commanders cap space here and look at the cap number and what we're paying these guys, you can see. So next year, the cap number for Payne is high, $26 million, and this guy's just not playing to that level. Terry McLaurin, 25, that's good. He might get extended, and that might free up some cap space. So if you're looking at how they can free up some cap space, a Terry McLaurin extension, you might think, oh, maybe it's not going to create cap space, but it will. It'll, at least in the first year, it will. John Allen, that's one of them that they can do. If they cut John Allen, they will be saving $16 million in cap space, $16.5 million in cap space, $6 million in dead money. And what they also could do is, let's say if they go cut post-June, I guess it's the same thing regardless. There's no money left guaranteed on his deal. Lattimore, I believe, also has no guaranteed money. So if they want to move on from him, zero dead money and $18 million in cap savings post-June. And if we go pre-June, it would be the same thing. So if they want to, they can very easily move on from Lattimore. I wouldn't do that. I just think that the Commanders, I personally wouldn't do that. You did give up a lot of, decent amount of draft capital for him. It didn't work out, but he wasn't fully healthy. Came to the team midway, of the season. So give him a little bit of a pass. Obviously, it wasn't a good, performance by him in the playoffs and even some in the regular season. But let's see what he can do after a full off season with the squad, with the defense. And if after that it's not doing well, then okay, maybe you can also just restructure the deal this year. Luvu, not really anything you can do with that. Cosme, I gotta turn off these notifications. Cosme, same thing. Wiley, maybe they want to move on from him. I don't know. That would save $8 million in cap space. Eckler, you can see how much that would save. I don't think that would happen. Payne, you're only saving $370K. It's not happening. If they post, it'd be $15 million-ish in dead money and around $11.5 million in cap savings. Also can make trades. If you do a trade pre-June 1st, this is what it would be. It's the same thing, $6 million and $16.5 million. If they want to potentially trade Allen, I do think that teams would potentially be interested in a guy like John Allen, and you can get a pick for him. I wouldn't mind that. Or you could maybe trade Payne. Either one I think would be solid. Allen's not making a ton of money, so I don't mind keeping him or slightly restructuring. Payne, though, is making a lot, and he's not playing well. I think Allen, honestly, is playing better than Payne has been. The only thing is Payne is healthier a lot more than Jonathan Allen. Jonathan Allen has a he has an injury history. He has an injury history even coming out of college, but after that, as well as rookie year, was cut short, some other injuries as well. So Allen is slightly injury prone, especially compared to Ron, who almost never misses games. And of course, the game he misses is the biggest game in this franchise's last 33 years. But it is what it is. He was hurt, and I'm sure he was trying to play. But that's kind of the Commanders' cap space situation. Like I said, they can move on from a couple guys like Allen and maybe Lattimore with a trade/release with both of those guys. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do there. I think if I had to guess, very low chance Lattimore is gone. And maybe they'll restructure and that can save some money because he does have $0 guaranteed, and people don't like that. Players don't like that. Terry also has 0, so I think they would probably try to keep him under contract and extend him. So again, that can create some cap space. They're at $86 million. If they, I think easily with some extensions or trades, they can get to 90, 95 million. And like I said, if they release John Allen, that's at 16.5 million. I wouldn't do that. I would trade him. If you're going to move on from him, trade him and you get 16.5 mil. And then trade. I'm trying to see with Payne. It's kind of the same. I guess if you trade Payne post June 1, you're saving $20.5 million in cap space, and you are only getting $5 million in dead money. So that is a move that they could make. If they want, it is a little bit later, but you trade him post June 1st, you get $20.5 million in cap savings and only a $6 million cap hit or a $6 million dead money hit, whatever it's called. And you save some cap space. You maybe get some draft capital. You can put Johnny Newton as a starter with John Allen and then bring in a guy like the Cowboys guy today who they said the Commanders could possibly be interested in. I forgot what his name was a little bit. It was a little longish name. Commanders have a lot of cap space. After finishing a top 4 in the NFL, being that high in cap space is very impressive. I mean, look at the teams up there. I mean, there's a couple. I mean, I'm trying to think. Like the closest team that was in the Final Four to us is the Eagles, and they're still pretty, down there. I mean, I don't know. It's like the Eagles, Chiefs, and Bills are all pretty down there compared to where the Commanders are. So the Commanders definitely exceeded expectations. They're going to have to fill out a lot of guys on the roster in the next, couple months. Obviously, some are going to come through the draft. I think they're going to be signing a lot of random guys. They already signed some guys to future contracts as well. So they do have a little bit less cap space than I think it's showing, just because, again, they have to sign a lot of guys. But it's still, their effective cap space is still $69 million, which is still third highest in the NFL, which still puts them in a very, very good spot. They don't have much dead money, which is very good. They have $8 million in dead money. The average, I would say, is like 12, 13. I mean, look at the Saints have 48. The Browns have 39. Dolphins have 17. I mean, a lot of teams have, Broncos 33 with the Russell Wilson thing. Giants 27. So Commanders are in a good spot there. There's a few teams with less than that, but having as little dead money as possible is a very, very good thing because it means you're not moving on from players too early. So when I'm saying dead money earlier, like, you don't want to get that. So like if you move on from Allen again, or like let's say Payne, and you wait till after the post June 1st, you're saving a lot more money. And there's also less dead money, which is good as well. So that's just something to consider if you're thinking about moving on from a player also, is how much dead money you're going to keep. And Daron Payne, since we just gave him an extension the last couple of years, then it's going to be a little bit more to get rid of him. But Lattimore has zero, like some of these guys have $0 in guaranteed money, so you can move on from them easier. So that's just also, again, something to watch out for. So that's it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy.